I need
pen.
a pen.
You don't have one on grab one?
Dog's already wanted it on here too. She can get hooked in her.
She will not.
What's going on, Drew? What's going on, Aaron? Sure you be playing with that boat, man. Ranger 374. What's going on, Tim? How you doing, buddy? What's going on, Bill? Been waiting all day for this. How you guys doing? It's cold out there, man. Too cold. I hear that, dude. What's going on, Robert? How you doing, buddy? That's it.
I'm working on it.
Yeah, we got her in here.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, man. So what's going on, fellas? What's going on, PB Dad? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Bassman 5000, what's up? So where you guys at? You guys up north, south, east, west? What's your temps like? Any bass? What's up, dude? What's going on, Chris? How you doing, buddy? Appreciate $2, PB Dad. We'll get into the giveaway here in a minute, but you are entered. Michigan, after breaking the motor, guess I'll do that. At Kincaid, that's cool. Yeah, dude, I haven't broken a motor in like 10 years. I wonder I don't even know what I have to do anymore. So I'll have to ask them that. What do you have to do? Do you have to just run the motor for a couple hours, changing the RPMs around and all that? I don't even remember what it was, to be honest. It's been so long. What's going on, King Tut? How you doing, buddy? 30s. Yeah, Robert. Yeah, I'm here about 20 minutes from you, dude. It's cold here too, bud. Bassman in Texas, so you're plenty warm. Below 20. Texas. I know, 20 degrees. Cold. What's up? What's going on, crazy kid? Freezing here also. Yeah, dude. It's cold here, man. I think what? It's getting down to 10 or something like that tonight.
Well, it was a real crisp 12 degrees, I think, all day today.
Oh, it's 12 degrees today, so. 12 degrees, and who we got in the house? BT, with your warm weather down south. How you doing, buddy? What's going on, Joe? 80s. I'm glad to hear, Joe. Or BT. Glad to hear, buddy. 80s. It's got to be so nice. N5KDA, what's up? Heavy Arms, appreciate $2, buddy. You're entered in the giveaway. Ohio is a blowing 16 degrees. Full Armor Bass, what's going on, buddy? Tell you what, guys, we got already 66 people on here. Go check out Full Armor Bassin. That is a good dude right there. He's got a good channel. Does a lot of things with his kids, so I think you guys would really enjoy his channel. Full Armor Bassin. Go check him out. I actually just talked to him right before I started the stream. So 45. Not too bad, Robert. What's going on, Mel? Andrew, what's up? What's going on, James? Brian, what's going on, dude? Wi-Fi being a pain. We'll try and hang in there. That's cool, dude. No problem, BT. 22 here, Southern Illinois. Yep, man, it's cold. I guess we're all got the winter blues, except BT. We don't want to miss. Let's hear TJ. Oh, dude, RJ. She put the post out on YouTube, and I read it. And I was like, "What is it that they don't want to miss?" She goes,
"Me.
I guess
you don't want to miss me."
I guess she's a surprise. That's what I told her. I said, "I don't have anything to tell these guys." I said, "What's so special about tonight?" She goes, "You better think of something." I said, "Well, I guess you're coming down here with me."
It kind of backfired on me, I think.
Yeah. I'm as cold as you are, just a few miles apart. Yep. Fishing in Georgia, 40s and windy. Man, we had some wind the last couple of days, blowing like 40 mile an hour.
Okay.
It was crazy. And 5 KDA, appreciate $2, buddy. You're entered in the giveaway. We got 75 people on already, 33 thumbs up. If you've not hit the thumbs up, definitely do that. If you guys have any questions for Miss Tackle Junkie, please leave those below here. Let's put her on the spot.
No.
Keep the wife on. She's cuter. Yeah. Just a little bit. Top notch. What's up, bud? What's up, bud? No problem, madam. 15 in Chicago. Hell, tell the old hook and sinker. That's right. The old hook and sinker. No, I haven't fished Newton Lake. I want to, though. Michael, appreciate $2, buddy. You're entered in the giveaway. Question: if you could only fish one all day, DT6 or KVD 1.5, your choice. Speaking of DTs, I got a whole box right here. I just organized these the other day. So you guys know the DTs are my favorite as far as like a mid-depth diver. But that's usually only like later fall, early spring that I bring those out. Sometimes summertime. But I would say I do way more damage with the 1.5 than I would a DT6. So KVD 1.5 would be my call. What's going on, James? Cold in Colorado as well. Low 40s. Yep, KVD 1.5 for sure. That's right, Aaron. 92 on, guys. If you've not hit the thumbs up, definitely do so. Your bald head is blurring her out. I'm sorry. We'll try and get her in there a little bit more. She's trying to watch all the old creepers leaving negative comments, though. She'll boot them if she sees them. Michael, appreciate $5, buddy. You're into the giveaway. We'll go over the donation or the giveaway real fast for the guys that are donating. We got 2 Excite Baits XB5. This is for the Super Chat giveaway. We got the Flat Balls of B2 Bagley. Lucky Craft Square Bill. We got 2 packs of the Rapid Fishing Line Guides. We got some Exo ribbons and Sakushi bugs. So pretty good giveaway there. If you donate, you're entered in the giveaway. Guess I can't complain too much. About 29 degrees here. Yeah, you're warmer than we are, buddy. Bass, 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 bass. Oh, yep. Wintertime, full swing here, man. Finding grass in Newton. Went out on Monday to look for bedding fish. Man, you suck, dude. 43 and dropping in Mississippi. Fishing with Dave. What's going on, buddy? How you feeling, man? Robert, appreciate $10, buddy. You're entered in the giveaway. I think it's awesome that you back him up, Miss Tackle Junkie. Sometimes. What's going on, Tom? Good evening. I had enough cold. Could we just slide into spring? Dude, I'm ready to slide right into summertime, man. Give me the 100-degree days. 30 miles from Newton. I won the 6 cents giveaway. Got a bunch of different crankbaits, the killer colors. That's cool, dude. They do have some nice colors. I'll give that to them. What's going on, Richard? Appreciate $5, buddy. You're entered in the giveaway. Can you use a Ned head on a 4-inch Biospawn plasma tail? You could. I mean, I would use one a little bit bigger than, like, I guess your standard, I guess your Ned heads that you'd get from Z-Man. They do have those with a little bit longer shank. I would use something like that versus, you know, I'm not really sure on the size, maybe a 1 or 2, whatever, but they're pretty small in the, I guess, the standard Z-Man jig heads. I'd get the one that's got a little bit bigger hook in it. But you could, yeah. I know a lot of guys actually take the Exo stick and they cut them in half and they use those. And that pretty much looks just like the Z-Man, what do you call them? The TRDs. Yeah, just take your Exo stick, cut it in half. What's going on, Rod? Appreciate $5, buddy. You're into the giveaway. I take my Christmas money and slowly spend it on tackle during the winter. Better in East Central Illinois, as you know. For sure, dude. Yeah, man. I do the same. Little by little, I spend it. Michael Kimball, what's going on, buddy? 22 degrees right now, 9 inches of snow yesterday. Man, that's terrible. We lucked out with the snow. We got a ton of rain. We got like 4 inches of rain in a couple of days, but no snow right now. Okay, this is for Miss TJ. You want to answer? You want to read it or you want me to do it?
My eyes are bad.
Okay, same question I asked you earlier, TJ. Do you think bass in the South are more sensitive to the cold? Does a Florida bass react to 60-degree weather the same as a northern bass would?
They're cold-blooded, so they're just going to react to whatever condition there is. Kind of like a snake. You know, it's going to go out into the sun to warm itself up. Bass are the same way. So those southern bass, they're used to the warmer waters and they adapt to that.
Let's give a thumbs up for Miss TJ. Got 111 on here, 60 thumbs up so far. So if you have not hit the thumbs up, definitely do so. I'm needing a good co-angler tackle bag. What's a good option, boss? The one that I used last season from PC Foam is a great one. And the one that I got right here that I'm going to be using this season is from Ego. A lot of storage in that bag. I'm looking forward to using that one as well. But I mean, Tackle Warehouse has a nice one. I'm trying to think of the brand guys always mention as well that looks just like the PC Foam one. I can't think of it off the top of my head. I'm sure one of you guys know it. But I mean, there's a lot of good options out there. You guys know I use the ones from Akuma as well. But that Ego one definitely got a lot of storage on it. Really nice. Angel Ray, what's up, dude? What are you using in clear, cold water rod reel baits? I don't know. I've never really fished clear water, so I could not tell you. Couldn't tell you, man. Majority of the time, I'm fishing chocolate milk. Doing better every day. It's good to hear, buddy. Hello, I'm picking up my Groove tackle box next week. That's cool. Yeah, I do wish... you guys haven't seen that video yet. I do wish they were a little bit bigger, you know. And some of you guys said, too, that there's no waterproof seal in them. And that would be nice as well. Maybe Groove will see the video, and maybe they'll come out with a box a little bit bigger with a seal. But just for an all-around box, I mean, it's a pretty slick box. You got to give it to them. You guys haven't seen that video? I don't know if you can link that in the comments. She'll link that in the comments if you guys have not seen it. But pretty cool box. Kind of bummed, too, that I thought I had all my jerkbaits in those two boxes. Then I found a bunch of ones that I didn't know I had. So now they're not all going to fit in these Groove boxes. So now I have to think of something different for the jerkbaits. So maybe I'll put all my lipless in those boxes now. I was trying to organize some stuff the other day, and I came across a bunch of jerkbaits I didn't know I had. Mike, what's up, Tackle Junkie? Loving the channel. Glad I found it. Appreciate it, buddy. Pond Paradise. Hi, Tackle Junkie. Tough bite here in New York, waiting for the spring. Me too, buddy. Tom, appreciate $2, buddy. You're entered in the giveaway. What's going on, fishing New York? Travis, what's up, buddy? Upstate, what's going on, John? Appreciate $5, buddy. You're entered in the giveaway. Ready for spring myself. We have got a foot of snow over the last 2 days. Man, that's terrible, dude. That's terrible. Yeah, the picture you sent me the other day, that didn't look too good, man. It looked dangerous. Bill, no, man, I don't have the new boat yet. I'm actually going to the dealership tomorrow. You know, let me know. We got 110 people on here. Let me know if you guys would like me to film some of that. I was set on the 189 and talking to the dealership again. What's today? Sunday. I think I talked to him again on Friday. The first time I talked to him, they're pretty certain that the 50 horsepower would push that boat pretty good. And now talking to him again, they're not so sure that it would get up on plane with a couple guys in the boat. So now I'm really worried that it's not going to work out. Of course, they have the 179 and the 189 in stock right now, so I'm going to check them both out. But I didn't care for the storage options as much on the 179, but maybe it'll look bigger in person. I don't know. I'm still kind of hoping for the 189 and the 50 horsepower to work out. But again, after talking to him on the phone the other day, he didn't seem as confident as he did the first time I talked to him. So I don't know. I mean, most of the time it's just me in the boat, you know. I mean, she's hardly ever with me. My boy's hardly ever with me. Maybe my dad might come once in a while. So there'll only be a few times during the year that I would really be worried about it. For the most part, it would just be me and all the tackle that I bring, you know. So I guess I can leave a few boxes at home. But still, I want the boat to be able to form the way it should. So I don't know. So I'll find out tomorrow morning, though. Yeah, Joe, I got a 2020 Laramie Sport. We traded in the Rebel back in December. I like the Tundra, though, man. It's a good-looking truck, too. BT, hey, here is an idea. Name the new boat, hook, and sinker after your lovely wife. Make some nice points. Might have to do that. What's going on, Doug? Good to see you, buddy. And your soft plastic storage with 8 to 10 bags in my tackle bag. I have 2 small totes with backup plastics. Does the warm weather bother them if I keep them in my vehicle during the summer. Yeah, you really don't want to, like I never leave plastics on top of my deck. You really won't want to leave them trapped in a vehicle. I mean, you can, but after a while, and it's not like it's going to happen right away, but after a while, the heat will start to break down that plastic. Travis, appreciate $10, buddy. You're entered in the giveaway. Gary, appreciate the buck. You're entered in the giveaway as well. What's going on, Parrot? Joe Hoskins, review, groove, jig box with normal skirted jigs. I don't really believe, I got that box. I don't believe I would put skirted jigs in it. I believe the slots are just too close together, and having all the skirted material in there, you would actually lose spots to put jigs. So I don't plan on using that box for skirts. I would use it for probably like shaky heads, maybe my swim bait, jig heads, things like that is what I plan to put in it. Again, I personally would not put skirted jigs in that box. I mean, you can. I've seen plenty of guys do that. But again, I think you would lose storage by doing that. We've got 115 people on here, 81 thumbs up. If you guys have not hit the thumbs up, please do that. Justin, appreciate $2, buddy. You're into the giveaway. Keep up the good work. Appreciate you guys watching. Let's see here. South Bass react to cold fronts relay bad. They shut off and the temps drops a couple degrees.
They do the same thing here.
Yeah, so pretty much here. It drops a degree, they shut down.
Just with many fish.
Do you think you can use a finesse hook on a vile bug? You could use a lighter wire, but like I wouldn't use they have like a straight shank light wire. It looks just like a flipping hook, but it's a really fine wire. You're not going to have enough gap with a hook like that. But if you wanted to use like a light wire EWG, you could do that. And I'll do that a lot in colder water just because the bass's jaw is much tougher. It's much easier to set that lighter wire hook versus standard gauge. If that's what you mean, yeah, you can definitely do that. What's going on, Hank? Not concerned about the bass as much because I react terribly when cold fronts hit. Can you buy do-it molds and make soft plastics or jig heads? That's nothing I would do. I mean, of course you can, but no, I don't have time for that. I would like to get into that, but again, I just don't have time for it. James, I know I'm behind on comments. I'm sure you just heard me talk about the new boat. Hopefully I order one tomorrow, but it's just going to be coming down to if they truly believe that 50 will push that 189, and if not, is how much I like the 179. Which again, the storage in person may be much bigger than what I'm seeing on the pictures, but again, I don't know. We'll see. I was so excited, and again, now talking to the dealership again, him having doubts with that 50 is kind of bummed me out, to be honest. What's going on, Will? Joseph, hey TJ, sorry I'm late. I did not get the notification. Yeah, I noticed a lot of guys didn't jump on right away, so I'm assuming they didn't go out, but that's YouTube for you. Best budget crankbaits. I'm going to go with the Bomber, man. Bomber is a solid crankbait. I've caught a ton of big fish on the Bomber Square A. Strike King would be another good brand as well. They're not too expensive. You can find them at Walmart and things like that. And we do have 121 people on here still. Before you guys leave, you guys can check out ocjdeals.com. I'd really appreciate that. You guys know they're one of my sponsors. They support me. It'd be awesome if you guys would support them. I've already had a few of you guys tell me that you bought trucks from them, which is awesome. If you guys are local, head over there for an oil change, test drive. Again, if you need a new vehicle, that's a good group of guys to go check out right there. What's going on, Jay? Appreciate $2, buddy. You're entering the giveaway. Looks like you're close to that 50,000. Yeah, I've been gaining like 50 subs or so a day for the last few days. So things are starting to pick up. So pretty happy about that. Again, like I said before, we should have already been to 50,000 twice already. But the way YouTube does things sometimes, it'll make you go backwards. Pollen already showing up here in South Georgia. That's fantastic, Brian. Yes, film as much as you can. Looking at buying my first boat this summer. Yeah, I'm not sure if I can actually film inside the dealership, but I'll kind of let you guys know what's going on throughout the day. So I may grab the camera in the morning. Hopefully Miss Tackle don't not too scary in the morning. She don't scare you.
At least 2 cups of coffee.
2 cups of coffee?
And then my horns go away.
Oh, okay.
Takes a little longer for the tail.
Oh. Billy, I'll see if I can film it, bud. Yeah, Bill, you probably know where it's at. I'm going to Lewis Boats, so. Hey, Doug, appreciate $5, buddy. You're interested in the giveaway. Most definitely film the new boat pickup. I won't be picking it up tomorrow. Tomorrow will just be me ordering the boat. Again, if things work out, I'll order the boat. And I think they've already said it's to take like 6 weeks to get it, which that sucks too, because that'll put me in March, which, I mean, fishing doesn't really get that great here till usually around April, but you can normally still pick a few off in March. But normally I do go to the farm ponds first, so I really don't think I'll miss any boat fishing as long as I get the boat here, you know, March, mid-March. But yeah, we already talked to him, getting a couple talons on there just because there is no room for power pole pumps. So we did find that out as well. So what's going on, Slum Factor? How you doing, buddy? Bass are on fire here in Florida. You and BT, man. Put a fin on the motor. I thought about that. I even thought about propping it, maybe possibly even raising or lowering the motor, see if that would have an effect on it, just because we raised my Mercury up 1 notch when we put it on the power pole, and man, it runs really, really good now. So I even thought about doing something like that. I'm gonna ask him about that tomorrow. I just hopefully the 50 can work out, you know, because I just wasn't finding too many 17 footers with the storage options that I liked, and I really like this one here. So now I'm getting kind of depressed. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. What's going on, Robert? Appreciate $2, buddy. You're interested in the giveaway. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do some recording tomorrow and see how it goes. I believe the new Plano Edge tackle has similar storage to the Groove, and yeah, they are a lot bigger. I do agree with that, and I do believe they have a waterproof seal. Don't hold me to that, but I believe they do. So yeah, that would be a great option as well. And guys, this was not a sponsored video, nothing like that with Groove. Just a cool box I want to share with you guys. So don't think that it was a sponsored video. I'm trying to get you guys to buy the box. If you guys want to buy them, if you don't, don't. But again, just a cool option. You guys know, as a tackle channel, I try and find all the cool things that come out. I thought that was pretty cool. So again, I wanted to share it with you guys. Just go with 189 with a 150. Dude, I'd love to, man. If it wasn't for this lake right down the street from me, which again, it's not a great lake, but it's so convenient to go there from time to time, make videos and things. I got to have the 50 just for that lake. If it wasn't for that lake, I wouldn't be getting 50, because the other lake that I go to only has a speed limit on it, not a horsepower restriction, I believe. So I could get whatever for that lake. But, you know, and I keep thinking about it as well. Should I just get a bigger motor? But it's like, for as bad as that lake is, I even tell her all the time, if we're ever to move away, just because I really learned how to bass fish on that lake, I would miss it. So, you know, I don't know. I complain about it a lot, but I just have to get to 50 to be able to fish that lake. You know, I hate it and I love it at the same time.
He's crazy. It's a terrible lake. Terrible.
Hey, there's been times you've caught them out of there and I didn't caught them.
They probably sense my boredom.
Yeah, that could be too. Yeah, Travis, we'll do something, buddy. Like I said, I'm going to be looking at the 79 and 89 tomorrow, so I can shoot some video of that. And I'm going to let you guys know what I decide. For sure, the 189, if the 50 will push it. If not, you know, we may get the 179, or I may look at a Ranger. I really don't know. But I believe when I was looking at the Ranger, I thought they had actually less storage than the 179 Crestliner. So I don't know. What's going on, Josh? A little late, was out fishing while rocking my TJD1 long sleeve. Very cool, dude. Glad you're liking them, man. And guys, I'm out of long sleeve. You know, do I have one left?
You have one black XL.
I have one left, one long sleeve extra large black left, and then we do have around 30 short sleeve. So if you guys want one of those,
like XL and under.
Yeah, on the short sleeve, all we have is extra large and down. Nothing bigger than that. But if you guys want one, email me or message me on Instagram or Facebook. What's going on, Jay? Why are you only going with 50 horsepower? I'm sure you. I know I'm behind on comments. Horsepower restrictions on the lakes that I fish. Trust me, I'd rather have a 150 on there. And see, that's what they said before, that that boat's max rating is 150. So with me putting a 50 on it, I'm so far from the max rating that he's afraid how it would perform. And I think the Ranger, its max is 115. But that boat's also like another $7,000 more. So I'd be better off with the Ranger going 50 versus 189. But again, I still Really want that Crestline 189. So again, we'll just have to see what they say tomorrow. Get the boat with the 60 horsepower and get them to change the decal. You know, I thought about doing that or even getting the 50, and I know you can change something to make it run like a 60. I've already thought about that, but I know that's probably not legal, and if somebody's going to get caught doing something, it would be me, and I don't feel like getting in trouble for that. So, yeah, I really don't want to do nothing kind of sketchy. What's going on, Enrique? How you doing, buddy? Josh, appreciate $5, buddy. You're into the giveaway. Anyone just tuning in, the giveaway for tonight, pack of Scooshy Bugs, pack of Exo Ribbons. We got 2 packs of line guides here from Rapid. We have a Lucky Craft Square Bill. We got a Bagley Flat Balls of B2 Square Bill. And we got 2 Excite Baits. What are these called? XB5s. Okay. If you donate, you're entering that little giveaway. And guys, we got 130 people on here, 109 thumbs up. If you've not hit the thumbs up yet, please do that. Feel free to ask Miss Tackle Junkie some questions as well. 416, Fish the North. What's going on, dude? Is Rapala worth the money? I tell you what, I mean, I'm not affiliated with Rapala at all, but this is a box here loaded with DT4s and DT6s. That's really my go-to mid-depth crankbait. I love them. And if you're looking for a good deal on them, guys, head over to Karl's. If you're a club member, you get a really good deal on them. But I know they have DT4s, 6s, 10s, and I believe 16s. Again, if you're not a member, free 30-day trial. Definitely check it out. Link down in the description. I mean, guys, Karl's carries more and more all the time. So maybe if you didn't like their selection months back, head over there now and check it out again because, again, they stock new stuff all the time. And like I said, the DTs is one of them. But you guys know I've been talking about these baits for years. That is my go-to mid-depth crankbait. KVD is a stud. Jake, are you iced over yet? Not safe. We're not thick now, dude. We were driving around today, and there's some spots that have a thin layer of ice. I would imagine after tonight, we probably get some more ice because it's getting down to like 10 or something like that tonight. And tomorrow's not much better than that, so we may get some ice, but it won't be thick enough to fish on. I fall straight through, dude. Do you crank and fish chatterbaits with straight braid? I do not, but I was talking to Tim on here, and he was having good luck with braid on chatterbaits. I'm going to try that next year to see if I can get some more thump out of those jackhammers. But no, I never crank with braid. I don't like the small diameter. I feel you'll lose fish as well, especially if you're not using a soft enough tip on your rod. With no stretch in that braid, that will cause you to lose fish, rip out hooks. But no, I don't crank with braid at all. Even if I have a true moderate cranking rod, I still will not crank with braid. Again, too, it's going to have an effect on the depth that your crankbaits run as well. You know, on average, if you got a bait that runs 10 foot and you're using, 10 or 12 pound test is your like, what do you want to call that? Like it's, if it runs 10 foot, you'll get max depth out of it running 10 or 12 pound test. If you go up a couple pounds, you lose a foot of depth. Okay. So if you go down to, let's say 30 pound braid, that's like a diameter of 8 pound test. So your crankbaits, it may go much deeper than you want it to go. Now, if you're looking for depth, you may want to use braid. Again, you're still going to lose fish. It just all depends what you're going to do. But again, for how I fish, fishing really shallow, I would never crank with braid just because I don't want my baits to go that shallow. There's times that I'll use 20 pound mono just to keep my baits up extra shallow. I'll even do that with the DT10. If I want that bigger profile, only want it to go 5-6 feet, I'll throw it on 20 pound test mono. So yeah, braid cranking is definitely not for me for those reasons. New Plano Edge jig box is awesome. Yeah, dude, I've had a bunch of guys tell me about that box. I want to pick the jig boxes up. I'd like to get the soft plastic box, spinnerbait box. So you guys will see some of those here in the near future. Reaction innovations. Yep, I use the Man Bear Pig, the beavers. You know what? There's some actually in this box. Where's my address at? I got a little order in from Tackle Warehouse, and old Debo, he was always throwing the, I can't think of the stick bait from them that he's always using, so I picked it up. But I can't think of the name of it now. But check out Debo if you haven't already. I also use the skinny dippers, little dippers. So yeah, I use their stuff. Good stuff. Good color selections as well. 3/8 fish head stand up underspin. We'll use it A 4-inch Biospawn Extra Swim. What combo would you suggest I use? So you're wanting to throw a 4-inch Biospawn Extra Swim, 3/8 ounce. Something like that. I would use, you could probably use the standard like medium heavy type rod, fast action. 7-footer is what I would use. And probably, 12-pound test. You don't want to go too heavy with your swim baits. I'd probably go 12. But if you're around cover, things like that, you may want to go a little bit heavier. But with my underspins, I usually go 10 to 12. And usually like a medium heavy fast or a medium heavy mod fast. What's going on, Paul? How you doing, buddy? It's been a while. How do you personally decide what weight to throw with the belly weighted swim baits? For the most part, man, 1/8 and 1/4 is about all I use. It just really depends on the depth that I'm fishing and really the cover that I'm fishing around. It's really no different than with a Texas rig. This is how it is for me. If I'm pitching rock with a Texas rig, and again, if I'm paralleling the rock with a swim bait hook or with a swim bait with a weighted belly hook, the slower that you need to move it and the faster the entry can really get you snagged up the heavier you go. So if I'm going to pitch rock with like I said, a jig, a Texas rig, or even swim a swim bait along it, if I can get away with a lighter weight, I will, just because, again, the faster that entry into that rock will get you snagged up. Even if I'm just paralleling it with a swim bait, if I know rock's down there and I want to creep it along, the heavier that weight, the faster I'm going to have to move it. So a little bit lighter weight, I can move it a little bit slower, and it's not going to dig into that rock as easy. So that's how it is for me, and also its depth as well. If you're trying to, throw out a swim bait and you got a brush pile 10 feet deep, you may want a little bit heavier weight to get you down a little bit faster. It all depends on the fall rate. It all really depends what the fish want as well. Something that you need to experiment with. But for the most part, on a swim bait hook, belly weighted, I think I use probably 1/8, probably 80% of the time. What's going on, Perry? What up, TJ81? Hope you're doing well. My question for you is, what pound test line do you use for shallow diving crankbaits? Thanks. I would say majority of the time I'm using 15-pound fluorocarbon. If I'm trying to get some extra depth, I'll go to 12-pound. If I'm trying to keep my baits extra shallow, I usually go 17 to 20-pound mono. But for the most part, it would be 15-pound fluorocarbon for like my standard, 1.5 size crankbaits that I want to go around 3 foot or so. I'm going to use that 15-pound test fluorocarbon. Joseph, be careful with the dealer. I do not know them, but they might be trying to set you up. Hold on. Might be trying to upsell you on the motor, just saying. Well, they know that I can't go over a 50. So they're not trying to make me put a bigger motor on. I just pretty much told them if it can't handle a 50, then that boat's not for me, because, I was kind of told in the beginning that boat could handle a 50. If now all of a sudden it can't, could be back to the drawing board if I don't like the 179. So yeah, I can't go up in motor size just because the lakes that I fish have a 50 horse max. What about a bigger motor on the new boat on the 189? Yeah, I could totally do that, but then I can't fish the lake right down the road here. What's the boat's max rating if you can go up to the max? Yeah, the max rating on that boat is 150, I believe. Blue Boy, appreciate $2, buddy. You're entered in the giveaway. McFarland Muscle, what's going on, dude? Let's see here. I was looking at the G3s too, man, just to have some other options in case this don't work out. Those are some good-looking boats as well. But you said your boat, the G3, 17.5 foot with 40 horsepower. Trouble planing with 2 big guys and tackle until I installed hydrofoil on the motor. As I told you, might have to change props for low end torque. Yeah, I was definitely thinking about the prop. And Aaron, the guy, actually, he's got a new Triton on here, but he had, when we were fishing with him back in the summer, he's not a big guy, but he was fishing with Mike Watts, which is a bigger guy. And I believe he had a 25 horsepower motor, and he had a smaller Crestliner. Could have been around 17 foot, I believe, maybe 16. But he was having issues with that boat planing. I thought he said he could only get to go about 10 mile an hour with 2 guys in it. And again, that's kind of what I'm worried about. I'm only going to have a 50 horse, but I'm going to have a little bit bigger boat. So am I going to have the same issues that he had? So I don't know. We'll see, man. But yeah, I may try out the hydrofoil, like you said. Definitely talk to him about propping it, just because I just, how I look at it is I don't fish huge lakes. 90% of the time I'm going to be on that trolling motor, so I don't really need the outboard to get me from the marina to my first spot, and then I troll majority of the lake, so I don't really spend much time on that outboard at all. I'd be lucky if the tracker out here's got 10 hours on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm hardly on the outboard, so I mainly want that bigger boat just to have the room to film, storage, just to have a bigger boat to fish with the family, things like that on. So yeah, I really want that 18 footer. Let's see here, where are we at? James, what color 6-inch biospawn plasma tail do you think is best? I'm not saying, put it this way, it's best for the muddy water that I fish, and that's going to be something dark. Black, blue, June bug. That being said, I mean, I can still catch them on green pumpkin and dirty water, muddy water, and it blends in with it. So, but I have the best luck on those darker colors. Hey TJ, gonna braid the 30 to 40 degree weather and take the yak out for the first time this year. Good luck on the boat order. Cool, dude. Stay warm, buddy. Be safe, man. Wear that life jacket. 30 degrees ain't no joke, dude. My boat, what did that say? My boat is a G3 1610 with the 50 horsepower on back of it, and it does great on the whole shot. Yeah, the 179, I believe on it max, I think it's 90. I think it might come with a 40, and I would put a 50 on that one. But again, I'm just worried about the storage on that boat. Will was hoping to throw some of the ribbon tails, but we got lots of rain and wind. We haven't got any snow yet. We got a lot of rain, but it's cold. I bet it's only like 10 degrees outside right now. So, see, McFarland Muscle. I got my 16 XTR Legend with a 60 horsepower command thrust Merc. That's cool, dude. Nate, what's up, guys? Thanks for real breakdown vids. Helped out. No problem, buddy. I need to get some newer ones out, but until I do, those videos should help you guys out. You can pretty much tear down any video or any reel watching those videos. And guys, a lot of you guys see those videos that I put in the community? Because I know you have to change your settings. If you look, I think it's in the left corner. At least it is on, on the cell phone. I'm not sure where it's at on the computer, but it'll say like videos, and then it'll say videos and posts. So if you don't have yours switched to both, then you won't see any of my community posts. So make sure you guys check your settings. Got a call tonight, not feeling too good. All right, buddy. Hope you feel better, Brian. I'm sure I'll talk to you on Facebook here next day or two. James, I know I'm late to the conversation about the 189 Crestliner, but I believe that capable of 150 is what? Is that what you're talking about putting on it, or what size motor you are putting on it? Yeah, I want the 189, which its max horsepower is 150. And when I first talked to the dealership, they said a 50 horsepower will push that boat no problem. And I thought he even said that a 25 would even push it. I could have swore he said that on the phone. And now when I talked to him here just a few days ago, he said it would push it, no problem, but getting up on plane, a few guys in the boat is what he's worried about. Again, I'm by myself majority of the time anyways. So like I said, I'll talk to him again tomorrow, and we'll just see how it is. And guys, earlier I was talking about Full Armor Bassin. There's his channel right there. If you guys have not subbed him, definitely check him out. Good dude. BT, the new Edge boxes do have a watertight lid. I have a few of them, and they're very nice. Plano did a great job. Yeah, I'll be picking some up. You guys will see some of those in my boat as well. What's going on, Sean? Loving the shirts. Hi, Miss TJ81. For that Akuma Nomad backpack, how many 37 do you think could fit in there? Also, if you can't fit power poles, maybe the Minn Kota Talons. Yeah, but they already priced me out on Talons, 2 8-footers. I think I'm going to go to 2 10-footers, though. But yeah, they've already said there's no room for power pole pumps. And I do believe that that bag you're talking about, I believe it's 1 deep and 2 shallow. You might be able to fit 4 standard boxes, I take that back. I don't believe, you know what? Let me check, dude, while you're on here. Miss Tackle Junkie, take over.
No.
Take over.
think there was a question here somewhere about, if I can find it. Oh,
hold on,
Josh,
we're looking right now.
Okay, while he's looking at that, Josh Holt asked, "What is it about post-frontal conditions that make the fish shut down?" It's like we were talking about earlier with the cold water and things like that. So it can make the water a little bit colder, especially in the late autumn and things like that. So they just get more finicky. What's good for cold water is that when you slow down, go to more finesse.
It helps.
I'm trying to tough bass here with you
It
guys.
helps, baby. No, it's gonna be where are we at on that count here? Did you move it?
I didn't touch that.
Yeah, Sean, it's going to be the 2 standard sizes and then 1 deep, or you can put 3 standard size and you can probably get one of the thin boxes. I know Plano's got a thin one. I have a 3600 that's a thin one as well, but I do believe even the Edge has a thin box, but you cannot put 2 of a full size 3700 series in the spot where the deep goes. So again, you can put 3 standard and 1 thin, or 1 deep and 2 standards. The lake down the street, how big is it? 100 acres. The one that I normally fish, it's 550 acres. And then the other one that I fish is, I believe, 850 acres. Full Armor Bassin, Jim, you guys are awesome. I'm humbled and thankful. No problem, buddy. Guys, go check him out, man. Full Armor Bassin. Good dude right there. Does a lot of family things with his kids, fishing and stuff like that. I know you guys like that when I do it, so you guys will love his channel for sure. Check him out. Are you going to do a rigging video on your new boat? I'll be doing videos of like modifications, things that I do, but talking to the dealership, those boats come in pretty bare. Like they don't have electronics on it. Obviously the motor's not on it. Trolling motor, none of that stuff comes on those boats from Crestliner. So I'm just going to let them handle majority of that. I'll just be picking out everything that I want to put on it. I've already told them 4 Trex, 80-pound thrust, the two 8-foot talons. And then we did talk about some 7-inch Humminbird screens. I'm not even sure which ones we settled on. Again, I'm not really all that familiar with electronics, but I'll probably still stick with Humminbirds because that's what I've had in the past, and they work really well. So, but yeah, I may change those around, the Humminbird units as far as size and which ones I go to once I talk to them in person. But again, the main thing on my mind right now is that 50 horse going to push this boat. And I don't know, I haven't even slept last night because I was so worried about it. It's because I had my mind made up on this boat. And now I'm undecided just because I don't know if it's going to work out. We'll see. BT, well, if you have to have a 50, get a set back plate and a stainless steel prop. It will help with your performance. I will say the stainless steel prop I put on my tracker, dude, I gained, I was only running like 29 mile per hour before I had it. And I went up to almost 35 mile per hour with that stainless steel prop. And we did raise the motor up a little bit. I did go to a 4-blade and I went up. I think I went up. I think it came with a, might be backwards here. I think maybe it came with a 14 and I went down to a 13, or came with a 12 and I went up to a 13. I don't remember now. But anyways, we either went up or down 1 pitch. I take that back. I think I went up a pitch because my RPMs were too high. So I think I went up to a 13. It must have came with a 12 degree prop, and I went to the 4-blade. And like I said, I gained about 5 miles per hour doing that. So that definitely would help. Do you still recommend the PC Fun baitcaster reels? Yeah, man, the ones that I've used are solid reels. I still want to review those reels. And probably the thing that I would say about that, though, is definitely a solid reel. It does have dual braking, I believe. But you guys know I always like to compare one reel to another. And if you're going to buy that PC Fun baitcaster, I would buy the Pro Qualifier just because it's more comfortable in hand. It's probably actually cheaper. I think the PC Fun ones I was using were $60. And if you get the Pro Qualifier on sale for $50, you're getting a better reel, cheaper, and still has that dual braking. So that's what I would really compare that reel to. But yeah, they're solid reels though. I haven't had any issues out of them. I still plan to review those sometime next year. Have you thought about running a second motor out here in Mass? Most guys run 2 for lakes. I thought about that, Enrique, but I want 2 talons on there, so there won't be no room for a kicker motor. What's going on, Ed? Guys, we got 125 people still on here, 127 thumbs up. If you've not hit the thumbs up yet, please do that. Keeps the chat rolling. What's going on, David? First time to a chat. DJ from Florida. Have followed you for over a year. Keep up the good work. Appreciate it, buddy. Appreciate you tuning in, man. What's going on, Sean? Appreciate $2, buddy. You're interested in the giveaway. Thanks for always answering questions. No problem, man. That's why we're on here usually for 2 hours. You know, I'll stay on here until we get them all. But as long as you guys are asking them, I'll stay on here. I had a 17-foot Express with a 40 horse. It was fine. You know, a 17-footer with a 40, I don't believe would be a big deal. It's probably because the 17-footer max rating on it is probably only maybe 90 to 115, I bet. But since the max rating on this Crestliner is 150 and we're 100 horsepower away from the max rating, that's what we're worried about. What's going on, Ed? Appreciate $5, buddy. You're interested in the giveaway. Favorite shaky head trailer, Mr. or Mrs. Shaky head, I use the plasma tail the most. How about you?
Is that what you put on for me?
Chompers.
Ah, chompers.
Her favorite has always been the chompers
worm. You can't beat that, and you can't get the smell away.
We ought to do a little challenge next year. Chompers versus plasma tail.
I always win.
She does usually win.
I do.
Fish and Fat Man, no problem, buddy. Blockhead tackle. Glad you like it, buddy. When does your steez come in? I believe it's already in. It's sitting over there at TackleFreaks. I'm just waiting for everything to get in for them to ship it. We got steez. Well, you guys I've already said this a bunch of times. I'm trying to think what we're even waiting on now. I think it's really just a few crankbaits. But I think all the reels are in, and we're just waiting on a few crankbaits for him to ship everything out. The lake down the road, will they allow a boat with a bigger motor on it? But no, dude. I already thought of that too. And I could just troll that lake, but no, if you have a bigger motor, you cannot put it on the water. Yeah, I already thought of that one. You wouldn't get caught cheating on horsepower. You are a dad and husband. You know it's how you act when no one is watching. If you ever use OSP cranks. Should I know what that means? OSP? I don't know. Is that a brand? Should I know what that means? Yeah, I think it is Pocket Rocket, Nate. You got it. Yeah, Debo's a cool dude. Man, are we that far behind on comments? We're just not getting Debo. Dave got his battle box set up. Really like it. Thanks for the heads up. No problem, buddy. I do believe he's out of battle boxes right now, too. Anyone else wanting to order, I do believe those are sold out. Aaron, you could upgrade the trolling motor big time and just use that on the horsepower limited lake. Just a thought. Yeah, if I could put the boat on there, but I don't believe I can put it on there with a bigger motor than what they allow. But, yeah, I already had the boat spec'd out for a 4-Trex 80-pound thrust. AZ Bass, what's up, dude? Ever thought about making your own rod on your channel? Not making one. I talked about Akuma about putting my name on one, though. Talk about that. And they just kind of ignore me, so I'm not really sure that's going to happen. Did you already talk about Josh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you're way ahead of me then. Joel, what's up, TJ? I just oiled my reel, and now it's not spinning as smooth. Is it because I probably used... Yeah, too much oil, dude, will slow the bearings down. I mean, when I say a drop, like one drop is all you need. Yeah, do not put too much oil in there, dude. That's kind of why, I mean, the Boca bearings, you can run them dry as well, which I like to. Oil will actually protect the bearings, but as soon as you do oil them, it does slow them down. So, yeah, if you do any oil at all on the bearings, regular bearings, you need to. But, yeah, just one drop is all you need. What pound test do you use for spinnerbaits and chatterbaits? Normally 15. 15. Fluorocarbon. You should watch the video where David Fritz talks about cranking with braid. I'll email the link to you. All right, Sean. Jay Bay. First time in on a live stream or live show. A lot of info going on in here. Appreciate you tuning in, buddy. We're here every week. I thought Miss Tackle Junkie was going to take over for me today, but, you know, she didn't. She was nice enough, though, to come down here and sit with me and look pretty. What kind of rod do you use for spinnerbaits and chatterbaits? I usually use a medium heavy with a mod fast action to it. Not a cranking rod, but again, just a slower tip to it than a faster action. Now, sometimes too, I'll say if I'm going to be throwing a spinnerbait and I want to use mono, then I'll use a faster action rod just because my rod's stiffer and I'm using a line that's got a lot of stretch to it. And just vice versa, when I'm using fluorocarbon, less stretch, that's when I'll use a rod that has a little bit of give to it. So I like a give somewhere. If my rod doesn't have give, I want it in my line, just for moving baits. Let's see here, Sig088, hi TJ, MSTJ. What length spinning rod do you typically use? Thanks. I'd say standard, it's probably 7-footer, 7-1, but it just depends on the brand as far as which it's going to be. Sometimes they only have 7.2s, but I'd say a 7-footer is typically what I look for first. I'm just most comfortable with the 7-footer. It's not too long. I'm still pretty accurate with it. A 7-footer would be my first choice. And again, if they don't offer a 7-footer, then I'll go to the next size up, which is usually a 7.1 or 7.2. King Tut Reaction Innovation Spicy Beaver is great swim jig trailer. I got some of those too, dude. I like them. Hope all's well, man. Good talking to you the other night. Oh, Gabe's in the house. Hey, TJ, hope all is good. Have you heard any feedback on caffeine since they took the power plant offline? I haven't. I did hear, though, they might be making that a 50 horsepower limit lake. That's the only thing I've heard. It would be nice if that was true. That'd be another lake that I could hit as well. And yeah, Gabe, that was a good video you put out. Was it today or yesterday? Catching them fish in that cold, muddy water, dude. That's awesome, man. Let's see here. I don't crank, but going to start. What's a good rod for cranking? I mean, get whatever you can afford. I mean, I used Bass Pro rods for the longest time. You can get their cranking stick, but you're just looking for a rod that's got a softer tip to it, more of a moderate to moderate fast action. I like the Akuma rods. You guys know that. The Akuma EVX is the cranking rod that I crank with. And I want to say they're either 100 or 109. So it's a good price for a solid rod. Doug, what size tackle trays does the Piscifun tackle backpack hold? 3600 series. I have not used the Humminbird Helix, Scott. If you want to know about the Humminbirds, though, I'd head over to Bass Geek's channel. Maybe you want to link him in the comments. Bass Geek, man, he's a good dude to know for the Humminbirds. What baits are best for pre-spawn? Any good tips? You guys know, again, fishing off colored water, there really is no bed fishing for me. You know, I use reaction baits pretty much all year. And when I find a fish, you know, or find a few fish in an area during the spawn, then I'll slow down and I'll just pitch a tube or a craw, something like that. Again, you can make them look like whatever you want just by changing how you work them and the color that you choose. But I would say I probably pitch probably a tube and a craw around the most. You are correct. It was a 16-footer crest liner with a 25 horse. Gotcha. Yeah, dude. And to be honest, that just keeps going through my head. You and Mike in there not being able to get up on plane, and I don't want to have that issue. So I don't know, dude. I don't want them to say, yeah, 50 is going to work just to sell me the boat, and then I get it out on the lake and it sucks. So, and I don't really want to go with the 179 when I could have got the 180 if it really would have worked. So I don't know. Get a kayak with motor for the 50 horsepower lake and get the bigger motor for the 189. That is an option, Matt. I did think of that as well, to be honest. I just spend so much time here down the road that I would really want the boat to be on that lake just because, again, I'm there so often. No, I've never fished Baldwin, man, but I want to. I've heard a lot about it. And again, I never really stayed up with the electronics, man. Of course, I love the Garmin stuff, man. That stuff looks awesome. The Lowrance Live, I mean, Humminbird 360, they all look killer. I don't really think it'd be worth it for me to get anything like that just because of the lakes that I fish. So I'm just going to get something pretty basic. Probably still stick with Humminbird, 7 or 8 inch screen. I'm sure I'll still get something with downscan, of course, sonar and all, GPS, all that kind of stuff on there. But Nothing too fancy, just because I don't believe I need it for the lakes that I'm fishing. I think I'd go Humminbird. I have Lowrance now. Love the Lake Master chips. No problem, Daniel. I got a 1969 Montgomery Ward 12-foot V-bottom, 35-pound trolling motor. Yeah, that works, dude. Is it hard to wash trucks in your area because of the cold weather? It's not easy, you know. I guess what it is, we just change our days around a lot during the wintertime. Like, you know, obviously I missed work this weekend just because it was too cold to wash. And normally I would start working again on Tuesday. It's too cold, so now I'll have to wash on Wednesday and Thursday. So we just kind of move our days around a lot. But we really only missed probably maybe 2 or 3 days this year so far. So it hasn't been too bad. $11 degrees. Wow. Champagne. Benny, can I help you?
No, it's just been hard. It's just I haven't been able to make any money just because of working too.
You're in school, though. That's why you're not working.
No, I work every other weekend.
You're in school, so that's why you don't work. My son works with us on in summertime, so he's complaining he don't have any money right now. That's because he's in school. So, yeah, all right. See, are you gonna get the fold plates for the talons? Yep, I am. I plan on that too. Yep. Just because, yeah, I don't believe I'll be able to get those in the garage if I don't. Here we go. When will you do more science videos, Becky? Guys,
I've got one that I'm thinking about.
And I've been hounding her about making these videos because with YouTube to grow, you got to put out more videos. I told Babe, look, I'm doing 2 a week. I'm doing my live stream. If I can get you to do 1 or 2 videos.
Why don't you guys tell me what you would like to learn about, and I'll put something together.
I told her if we could do this, we'd blow this thing up. She's too busy getting her nails done and getting her hair done. And
Gotta keep it pretty.
Will getting a jack plate help the boat plan out better? I thought about that too, but I got some things wrote down that I want to ask the dealer tomorrow to make sure that we've covered everything before I rule it out. But yeah, I thought about that as well. Let me ask you guys this too. She is a fantastic cook. Okay, would you guys want to see any cooking type videos? You know, with fish, or maybe even some of her other favorite recipes that she does. Just thinking of other content.
We have to get permission though, because if I don't have your mother's permission, I will have concrete booties.
Yeah, I'm Italian, and the Italian recipes, they're not given out too often. So yeah, if they are given out,
we have to get permission.
Yeah.
Although I have made my own little twerks.
Yeah.
Or tweaks.
Yeah.
I guess.
But mainly we're talking about cooking fish, which there might be a catch a cook video coming out really soon. So stay tuned for that. How many boxes does Ego hold? Let me look. Hold on. I think it's 4. I think. Babe, are you talking to him?
Am I supposed to be?
Yeah, you're supposed to be answering his questions.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Ed, I'll go ahead and link the thermocline video I did before in the comments.
Where are we at? James, it holds 4 3600. Barometric pressure changes post front. Don't you have some videos on that too?
Yeah, the barometric changes.
6088. Appreciate $2, buddy. You're into the giveaway. Anyone just tuning in for the giveaway tonight? We got the Exo ribbons. We have the Scooshy bugs. We got the Bagley flat balls of B2. We got the Lucky Craft. We got 2 Excite Baits XB5s. And then we got some rod guides from Rapid. Both sizes. You donate, you're entered in that giveaway. What's going on, Midwest? Trey, what's up? Chris, with the added weight from the talons, I would be afraid that would be an issue. I would do away with them and use an Ultrex. Since I put my Ultrex on, I barely use my power poles. If I fish deeper water, I would definitely go with the Ultrex. I already thought about that, but I'm like 6 foot and shallower. 99% of the time, I feel I'd get more out of the Talons versus the Ultrex. But yeah, I thought about that too, man. Dave, at 50 horsepower with the gear you're going to place in storage and a second person, I see problems honestly making it up on plane quickly and being just slow. Don't limit yourself. Start going to other lakes. Dude, I got to go to what I have time for, man. I work a full-time job. This is not a full-time gig. If it was, I would be getting a different motor on there. So yeah, I got to do what I have time for, and that lake down the road is what I need the boat to work on. So I don't really have a choice with the 50 horsepower. You know, this channel will ever blow up, it'd be different. But for right now, I need 50 horsepower on there. And again, I'm not worried about top speed, and I don't care if that boat goes 20 miles an hour. It doesn't matter to me. I'm not racing anywhere. I don't want to go that fast on a boat, so I'm not all that concerned about that. I just want to be able to plane out and just perform decent. I'm not even looking for great. You know, I just want the boat to perform decent, get up on plane, no problem if I do have somebody else in the boat. That's really my only worry. So yeah, I don't really care how fast I go, and I'm not worried about going to other lakes. Mooney Cat, what's up, dude? Thomas Hines, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Mooney Cat, appreciate $3, buddy. You are entered in the giveaway. Someone I see is beautiful, and someone is bald. Are they calling you bald? Are they calling you?
Yeah.
Calling her bald?
Because I got that shiny dome, not you.
Tom says frontal conditions affect the swim bait or swim bladder and make fish uncomfortable, which changes their feeding moods. See here, Daniel, have you heard about Blazer boats? Because that is what I'm going to get when I get the money. Money is key. Yeah, money would definitely be key. No, I've never heard of Blazer boats, to be honest, man. I think if I don't end up with a Crestliner, which hopefully I do, I think I'll probably look at a Ranger. They had probably the next best storage that I liked, and again, their 18 footer maxed out at 115, so that could be another option. But again, it's like $7 more grand, so I'm not really too happy about that. But we'll have to see. Do you think you could fit any tackle box in the main bag area for the Akuma Nomad? Sorry for the questions. Deciding whether or not to buy a Nomad or lose mock bag. I never tried that. Oh yeah, dude. Hold on. Let me show you. Okay, here's the top. You can see this. Here's a 3700 series. Yeah, you can easily fit 2 of those in there, no problem. Then, of course, you got all the storage here in the back pocket, which you can't see. Plus, you got all the front storage here. So you could do that. You can fit 2 3700s in here, and you could fit 3 more down here, plus a thin, or 2 more down at the bottom and a deep. So you do have options if you decide to put boxes up here. But there's a ton of storage around that bag. So yeah, if you do lose the top part to some boxes, you got other storage along the sides and everywhere else to put other baits. I have an 18-foot bass tracker Deep V with a 35 horsepower Evinrude, and it does just fine. Okay. Well, that's hopeful, dude. 18-footer, 35 horse. Yeah, and guys too. Yeah, I'm not worried about top speed and racing the dudes on the water and all that, dude. Half the time I go into the lake, I'm the only one on there, so I'm not concerned about that or how long it takes to get to the other side of the lake because they're not that big. I'm there in a few minutes, anyways. I just want the boat to be able to plane out and be able just to cruise and not have any issues. I'd much rather have a bigger boat and than less storage. What's going on, Josh? Appreciate you tuning in, buddy. Still got 123 people on here, hour in. If you guys have not hit the thumbs up yet, definitely do that. Really appreciate that. Let's see. Best way to get comfortable using a tactic that you absolutely have no confidence in. Christopher, I got a video on this. You know the video? Mm-hmm. And I got a video, which I'll have her link in the comments here, but it helps if you can go to a farm pond or something like that where you know the fish are there. Get the confidence in that smaller body of water, and then take what you learned with that confidence to the bigger lakes. But it definitely helps to be able to go to some sort of stock pond to be able to catch a bunch of fish on that lure, again, before you go out to the bigger lakes. At least that's what I do. Anytime I want to test out a new bait or I'm trying to gain confidence, I go right to the ponds, I catch a bunch of fish on them, and then I feel like, you know, I can go anywhere and catch fish on that lure. It's not only length, but beam. Beam affects storage and weight more than length. Well, as far as these two boats go, I thought they both had the same beam, but of course the front is shorter and the rod box is moved to the left, which this side of that deck is, I guess, comes further into the cockpit area, which makes that smaller. And then the two storage compartments in the middle are split up, which I don't care for that. And I don't, I tell you what, if I get there and I can put the boxes in like this, front to back, in both of the storage compartments up front, I'd be happy with that. But the pictures I'm seeing online, it almost looks like they won't fit, and I'd have to put them sideways, which I think that would allow me to carry less tackle. So I'm not digging that. If I want to buy a boat, it needs to be set up how I want it to buy. I don't want to just make it work. So it just all depends really on the 79, how deep that storage is up front. It also has a nice storage box to the right as well. So maybe I could put hard baits over there, keep all my heavy soft plastics in the center, rods on the left. So it still may work out. It's just hard to judge that boat from the pictures. And I do believe, though, Rod, I believe it's got a 90-inch beam on it. Get the people in charge of the lakes to no wake areas and or speed limits. That would be nice, man. Before I bought my tracker, that lake only had a 25 horsepower limit. And right before I bought it, they upped it to a 50, which I was really, really happy about because I almost bought the 25. And then they upped it, so I was good. So yeah, I almost got stuck with a 25. David, TJ1, I have a Triton TR21, and I never use all the power. 50 horsepower is plenty. What motor do you have on that, though? You know, you may never, you know, push the throttle all the way forward, but you still may need more power than you think to get it up on plane. And that's what I'm worried about with that 50, you know. I may need to use all the power just to get me up on plane. And if I got this one with me, you know, it won't do it.
No, not at all, because you know me.
You know, and she just, if you guys ever see the videos, she just doesn't bring herself. It's like we're going like out of town for a week. We got like 4 luggages.
You gotta bring a book in case the bass aren't biting.
Okay, well,
you
bag of
gotta
books.
Bring a towel, a swimsuit, a tube to blow up just in case I don't float.
But she doesn't tell you she brings a big bag of towels, a bag of books, cooler, plus my cooler. There's not a room in for any tackle when she comes.
But it's fun.
10 thumbs up for the chopper worm. There you go.
That's right. It's the best worm ever.
Get a 90 horsepower with a 50 horsepower decals. I don't believe they'd buy that. They'd probably buy the 50 and the 60. I don't believe they'd buy the 50 and the 90, though. Josh, appreciate $2, buddy. You're into the giveaway. Always a good chat. Thanks, TJ. No problem, buddy. And guys, we've been announcing the winner live. So if you did donate, stay tuned to the end, and you'll see if you won live. But if you have to get off, we always leave a comment down in the comment section when the video is published. So you'll see if you won then. As my favorite shaky head was the kicker fish hightail worm. They aren't even around anymore, but I bought a bunch of on eBay when they went out of business. That's how what we did with the chopper worms. We got, I don't know where they're at. I got a huge bag of them somewhere because the price dropped on, and this was like 15 years ago. The price that dropped where we thought that color was going to be discontinued, and that's when she actually fished with me a lot. So we bought like a dozen bags of them, and I still believe like 15 years later, I think we still got 11 of them up there.
It hasn't been that long.
It's been that long.
No.
Yes.
Well, you know, it's your fault because you've introduced me to new worms that I like too.
Uh-huh.
Like choppers is good for ponds.
Mm-hmm. Why is that?
Because blue and purple do great in
it does.
ponds.
I think because of bluegill, to be honest. Purple just does killer.
Her bluegill
And
out
I
there
think I think it's because
they
of
have very, very bright.
I think that's
coloring.
why. I think that's why.
See, I pay attention.
That's first. First for everything. All right, Michael Johnson. Maxing horsepower to the boat is usually best practice. My brother bought his and regrets not getting the max up for his boat. Yeah, I get that, dude. Yeah, and I know if you can ever get max, at least halfway from minimum to max. And since I'm all the way like, put it this way, they rated 60 to 150, and I'd be putting a 50 on it. But and from what I gather too, that has a lot to do with really how they're just rating the boats as far as which one you should buy. So I don't think it plays a huge. I mean, put it this way, it plays a pretty big role, but I don't think it's like, like the end all be all as far as that goes. Just from talking with Crestliner, so I don't know. We'll find out tomorrow. Like I said, maybe I'll do some recording, take you guys along with me, but we'll see. Does the Corrado DC have holes for oil? Holes for oil? Be honest, I haven't looked. I have no idea. That's a good question. You know what? Now that I think about it, I don't believe, because I just watched a guy change bearings on one of those, and he had to take off that whole center braking part there. I'm not sure if there is a hole in there, and I don't remember seeing a hole in the video. There could be, but I don't remember seeing one. That's a good question, though. I'll have to take out the side cover, check that out. Will, did y'all ever get a link to the Debo Bass Geek and TJ1 video? Go to...
What? Couldn't find it.
Go to Bass Geek, and it has to do with top baits for fall.
Oh.
We'll link it, Will. I'll have her look it up right now. If you put a lock on your motor, you can use it on your home lake. Do you know that for sure, dude? You know what we should do? We ought to just call.
Island.
We don't say it. We don't say public where we fish.
That other place.
But we ought to call tomorrow just to see what we could do with that.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a call tomorrow, dude. Who knows? Might be able to work something out. Maybe I can get away with I don't know. We'll figure it out. I really want that 18-footer. You have mentioned fishing Coffee Lake before. Any suggestions for baits to throw there? Have a tournament there in July and never fished there. Any info would be greatly appreciated. I can't be honest. I can't say I've ever fished there in the summer. I take that back. I did fish there in the summer with Fluke Master, and I want to say we were catching fish. Well, he was catching fish. I mean, there were no bigger than this pack of bait, but he was catching them on top water in about 20-something foot of water. But other than that, I think I've caught a few on frogs, but I don't have a ton of experience on that lake. I mainly go there during the colder months. But as far as fishing summertime, I really have no idea. You may want to ask Phantom Fishing, because I know he used to fish tournaments there all the time. He knows that lake much better than I do. BT, thank you. TJ and Hook and Sinker got to hit the sack going fishing in the AM. Looks like Chiefs, 49ers coming to Miami for the Super Bowl. That's cool, dude. Appreciate you tuning in, man. I want to say that's it. All right, we're going to link the video now with myself, Debo, and Bass Geek. Yep, and I'm the first one to come up on the video. Gabe, thanks, TJ, throwing my not-so-secret weapon in that video. Thanks for checking it out. No problem, buddy. That was a good video. There's a little Bass Geek. Check him out. What's going on, Rev? You can always get a Skeeter boat. I don't believe a glass boat is going to do that great with Fitty. Joseph Keller, appreciate $2, buddy. You're into the giveaway. Yeah, I know they shut down the power plant, but I didn't think they shut the actual lake down. I thought you could still fish it. But I heard they were going to up the horsepower because not a whole lot of people are going to that lake right now. That's the last I heard on it. And guys, we still got 135 people on here. If you've not hit the thumbs up yet, definitely do that. Really appreciate that. Ed, I do have side scan on my units, and I love it, dude. I fish an area that's got a lot of stumps in it, and it's nice to be able to cruise by them. Now, you have to be moving to use that, but it's nice to be able to cruise by them, see the stumps, know where they're at, and be able to cast to them. So I do really like the side scan. And again, though, that unit I have, I want to say it was maybe $1,000 or so when I bought it years back, but I believe the units now these days have really jumped in price. So if it's worth it or not to you, I don't really know. But, I mean, I'm glad I got it. But, again, I know things have probably almost doubled the price. And now we got what are you doing in here?
She's been in here for a while now.
All right, Ed wants some thermocline videos. Didn't you do video on that?
I already put it.
All right, Ed. She said she already got the video in here. White whale fishing. What's going on, Jim and Miss Junkie? Sorry to hear about the back. Hope you're feeling okay. Back. Who's back? Is your back hurt?
Maybe yours.
Our backs are good. Maybe it's somebody else. Our backs are good. Appreciate you asking, though, dude.
Yeah.
Bought some Booyah Covert spinner baits. They make sweet colors for muddy water. Yeah, dude, I seen those too, man. I'll be picking some of those up. I catch and her cook. Yeah, the Moon Cat. You have to see the video though. It should be one to see. Okay, Sean says he would love to see some good fish recipes. Also love to see your family man spending time with your son. Yep. Appreciate it, buddy. And my oldest, well, my youngest, he's always been into fishing. And then there was a period where he got out of it. And then my oldest got into it. And now my oldest is not really into it all anymore. My youngest got back into it. So at least I still got one of them always hanging with me.
Well, Wi-Fi's down. He likes it.
Yeah, when he can't play video games, I guess he likes it. We have a heck yeah to the cooking videos.
All right.
Maybe some fishing videos from her point of view. We do that? What do you think?
We can do that.
You can see her reading the book, you know.
Right? Laying out, getting a tan.
Nathan, yeah, we do a Sunday night giveaway. Anyone that donates is entered in the giveaway. We got Sakushi bugs. We got XO ribbons. We got a Lucky Craft square bill. We got a flat balls of B2 from Bagley. Couples crankbaits here from Excite Baits, XB5. And then we got some rapid fishing solution line guides. And guys, I always like to say during the stream that I never asked for donations. When I started doing these months back, you guys just started to donate. And I wanted to give back to those who donate. So that's why we do a giveaway every Sunday. So if we have 10 or 20 people to donate a few bucks or whatever, then you're entered in this giveaway. We use a random number generator to pick the winner. So everything's fair, which we will draw the winner here before the stream is over. So again, yeah, I don't ask for donations. It's just a way to give back to you guys that do donate. I just put all the money back into the channel, so it's much appreciated. Big dog fan, yours is adorable. Yeah, she's a little rat. You should see her when her face gets wet. How do you enter? Yeah, you just donate. Full armor Bassin, my dude. Vinny's he's out here playing Fortnite, if I had to guess. Scott says, I know about Italian permission fish cooking would be great. So you got to do that. You know,
We'll do it. We just got an air fryer.
Yeah, awesome. We did. Hey, get this. We were cooking fish. We had my parents over last week. We got all the fish ready. Everything's ready, thawed out. Everything's ready to go. We got the oil in the fryer, and it won't heat up. And it's like 6 o'clock. We were already supposed to eat at 5 o'clock. So we're already an hour behind. The fryer won't work. So then we have to leave, go to Sam's. Oh, then they didn't have the fryer.
We had to drive all around.
Yeah, Sam's didn't have one. Or we found an air fryer. I think at Kohl's. Yep. Get the fryer, come home, cook. I think we ate around 8:30. But hey, it was the best fish. Good. Best fish we ever ate, man. I mean, it was like dry, crispy. It was just like
it
wasn't oily at all.
Dry on the outside, so it wasn't oily, but it was so juicy on the inside.
Yeah, it wasn't. That's what I meant. It wasn't greasy or oily at all. It was just like it was the best fish I ever ate. When it comes to cooking, Miss Wolf Files recipes, I'm the take the proteins and cook them with whatever's first. I gotcha. Nathan, I thought I answered you, buddy. If you want to, if you donate, you're entered in the giveaway, bud. Building a deck. Any tip on carpeting it? Derek, I would get a hold of, I think he's got a YouTube channel, and they have a Facebook page as well. Tiny Boat Nation. Check those guys out. They do some awesome builds.
Will you shout out this young
Sir Hounds.
Sir Hounds?
Sir Hounds. He's playing. Oh, he's playing Fortnite with Vinny right now. So if you're wondering why he's not talking to you, that's why, because he's right in the next room over here, and I want him being too loud. That's funny. John, what's up, TJ and Miss TJ? I'm just getting on here. Quick question. What rod rack do you use, and how many rods does that hold? The very first rod rack I got is from, what's it even called? Rods at Rest. And I got a video on that. It was a custom-built rod rack. But I do believe that guy got sick, and he doesn't make those rod racks anymore. Other than that, the only one I've ever used is Cast King. And it holds, I believe it holds, let me count real fast. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it holds 24 rods. But you can only probably get 6 on each side with a reel. So I would say 12 combos or 24 rods. I got 3 of them in here now. I actually just ordered another one because all my Akuma rods have showed up for 2020. But yeah, the Cast King rod rack is an awesome rod rack. I believe they're around maybe $50 or so on Amazon. I don't remember. But definitely, what are they?
I'll link them.
She's going to link them here in the comments. But yeah, the ones at Cast King, and they're awesome. And simple to put together. I do have a video that I did about a year ago on how to put it together as well. So if you guys want to see that, go ahead and link that one as well. That's being distracted. Thanks, 10 Horse. Appreciate it, Buck Fishing Fat Man. You're interested in the giveaway? What's up?
They're 70.
They're 70 on Amazon. Okay, Daniel, if you were to get another boat after this, please go check out Blazer Boats because you will love them. They have 1 rod locker, plenty of storage, and add a box to live well, plenty. Okay, I got you, dude. Remember that Blazer Boats, and maybe I'll check them out when the stream's over. Thanks, Daniel. Oh, Sir Hounds, I am playing Fortnite with your son. Hopefully you're whooping him, dude. Ed says you're awesome, babe. You know you have a happy marriage when you can discuss a boat purchase in the presence of your wife.
I told him to get a bigger one.
She did. She did say get a big boat. But she's probably only down here because after church today, we went shopping and she got some more clothes. So. Okay, 200 horsepower. I had a Tracker 175 with a 40 horse, and it would run at 31 mile per hour. Yeah, my Tracker with a 50 on it, propped, I get about 35 out of mine. Carol Pope, my first time being on here. My brother told me about the show. Cool. Hope to see you on here next week as well. Alumacraft Pro 185. I believe that's what Gene had here. It's rated for 50 horsepower. I may have to look those as well. I mean, Gene's boat was plenty roomy. He had a lot of storage in it as well. But I want what's max rating? Did you look? What's max rating on his boat? And see, the 189, it's rated 60 for its minimum. So I don't know. William, appreciate $2, buddy. You're into the giveaway. Spinning reel review in the future. Daiwa maybe. I'm trying to think what spinning reels I have. I always recommend the Shimano Sahara to you guys. I've used that reel for probably 8 or 10 years. Sahara is an awesome reel. Other than that, I got one for PC Fun that I use. The Akuma Inspira, the SX, and I got a Lose Custom Pro spinning reel. That's the only spinning reels I have at the moment. I probably won't buy any more of those, though I don't use spinning that much. But again, I do enjoy buying the other baitcasters and reviewing those for you guys. But maybe down the road, we'll see. If I get some extra cash, I'll do another spinning reel review. Best bait for pre-spawn for me, it's going to be crankbait, square bill, or a chatterbait usually. Again, with a watercolor rye fish, I'm always throwing moving baits. Aaron Wessel, bud. Advertise away, buddy. Anything you want. Scott says, so if you get a new boat, what is Miss TJ81 buying? More shoes and purses? Oh, she keeps talking about a Jag, so I don't know.
That is next.
Andrew's Handmade Crafts up, buddy. How you doing? What's the giveaway tonight? I'm a bit late. Luke, we got the Exo Ribbon. We got Squishy Bugs. We got the Bagley Flat Balls of B2. We got a Lucky Craft Square Bill. We got 2 baits here from Excite Baits XB5. And then we got 2 packs of line guides from Rapid. Are you losing in Fortnite?
No. Rev 7 is
Sir.
Benjamin, Mom.
I know that.
X and J, any chance you can get a 60 on it and pretend it's an emotional support motor? Dude, that's an idea. That's an idea, man. I know a lot of guys have said just to get a 60 and put 50 tags on it, or get a 50, and I know you can make a 50 run like a 60. I would just hate to do anything, not legal and get caught for it. Just bought my second Corrado K. This time it's 6.2. I use it for spinnerbait, chatterbait, square bill, and so on. What line should I put on it? Spinnerbait, chatterbait, square bill. I think you'd be safe with 12 to 15 pound test. If you want it to be more versatile and throw maybe some top waters on there, go mono. But for those baits right there, I'd go like 15 pound fluorocarbon. If you're throwing maybe lighter chatterbaits and square bills, things like that, not around a lot of cover, you can go 12 pound test. But I would probably go 15 pound on those. And there's the Debo TJ81 Bass Geek video. That's right, Rod. See how it goes, dude. Have you ever fished a lake Gaston? No, I have not, bud. I haven't fished many lakes at all, man. I fished a couple over in St. Louis. I fish one down the road from me, one in Greenville. You guys know I fish Coffeen from time to time. I really only fish, and I only fished like 4 lakes here in Illinois. I fished a couple in Missouri. That's about all I fished. I don't get out too much. Rev 7's right, man. Everyone liked the live stream. Do you have any lures you're never going to use? Can I have them? I have to look around, dude. I need to get going on organizing. I should have had a lot of this already done. I finally got the DT box done the other day. But with the boat being up in the air and all that, I just kind of I haven't been in the mood, dude. So we'll see. Hopefully I get it all squared away tomorrow. I'll let you guys know. And by chance, if things work out and the 189 is going to work, maybe I'll do a live stream tomorrow night and let you guys know how it went. Kendall, what's going on, dude? It's been a while, man. Just got done filming my favorite video I've ever done. Chilling out, watching TJ81, making it a great ending to a great day. That's cool, dude. Hey, man, send me that video when you're done. I'll check it out. Appreciate you tuning in. My Corrado DC doesn't have any place for oil. I think it's supposed to be sealed to prevent water getting in, but I haven't messed with any screws, which could... Yeah, I think there's only 3 screws to remove that, whatever it's called, the braking system, I guess. There's only 3 screws to remove that, I believe. But I do know as soon as you take that off, there's some smaller washers under there as well that you got to be careful that you don't lose those. No problem, Josh. What's that? Was that a backpack or a bag? I'd like to have a backpack tackle bag to take out of town so I can fish after work. This one here, this is probably the biggest tackle bag that I've ever owned. This one here is the Akuma Nomad. I can't even get it all on screen. It's huge. I do have a video on this, which you want to link that. And the other bag back there, that's an Ego tackle backpack. That one's really nice as well. Much smaller than the Akuma there. Both great options. That one, the PC Phone one that I used last year, it's another great bag as well. Oh, Kevin Baxter did? I didn't know that. Oh, man. That sucks. Get some WD-40 for the chair? Yeah. You're not the first person to say that. I keep telling you. Fix this chair, woman. I am playing Fortnite with your son. You better be whooping him, dude. Do you use any bait binders or worms to store soft plastic? I used to years ago, and I haven't recently, but I did that for the longest time. Now I mainly put them in, I did get a bunch of KVD speed bags to kind of play around with this season, but I mainly put them in totes, but you guys can actually see the totes right there. Right there. I usually put them in there. Sometimes I just throw them in a cardboard box, or I put them in actually like Plano boxes like this. A lot of my go-to plastics, I'll go ahead and put in those boxes. Do you have any advice to getting your kids into fishing? Ed, I tell you, man, that's a tough one.
I linked the video.
You linked the video? Well, she's already ahead of it. She already linked the video. But I would say a big thing for the kids, though, you need to make the fishing trip whatever it is they want it to be. So, yeah, you want to take your kids fishing. You want to go fishing all day. But for them, a fun fishing trip might be to fish for 20 minutes, eat some lunch, and go play on the swings. And they'll associate that day with going fishing. So don't try and force them to fish all day with you. If they just want to fish for 15, 20 minutes, that's basically your fishing trip. Bring some lunch, try to make a day of it, let them play on the swings. And that's the fishing trip. You know, it's not always going to be what we want it to be, you know. Rev 7, my streams are never scheduled. I just always get on right around 7 or so. I usually don't schedule them just because normally I work on Sundays. I never know when I'm going to be off in time to make it. Sometimes I get home right from work. I sit down and I turn the camera on or the phone on and we start streaming. So, yeah, I never really. B-Man. B-Man? Dude, you can just text me this.
I already answered him.
Oh, why don't you tell me that?
Although I told him that they were scheduled.
B-Man, I hope you're whooping Vinny too. Got 2 little girls. I want them to love fishing. Yeah, man, that's what I would do, though. I got you, Sir Hound. How do you think YouTube fishing scene will look the next few years? Man, that's a great question. I really don't know, man. With all the goofy things people do these days to get videos, there's no telling how things will turn here in the next few years. I mean, you guys won't see that stuff out of me on this channel. But, yeah. I forgot all about that video. That's a video I made with Michael, isn't it? Mm-hmm. That's a cute video, too.
That's a good one.
And if you guys haven't seen that video, take your kids fishing. I forget that video is so old, I forgot all about it. That's a great video. I may have to watch that after the stream myself. David, Bagley flat sides, I have done well with. Just saying, great crankbaits. Cool, dude. Yep. I like them as well. Sir Hounds, dude, you've said that about 14 times. You're playing with my son. That's awesome, dude. Hopefully you're whooping him. He is pretty good, though, man. He's always talking about all the headshots he gets. Yeah, dude, yes. Buy the air fryer, man. We've only had the thing 3 or 4 days. We've already put fish in it.
So much.
Fish in it. We put nuggets and fries in it. Pizza. She made Italian pizza, which was perfect. But then the next day, she heated some of the pizza up in that air fryer, dude. It makes it so nice and crispy. Definitely get one. Oh, what we just had tonight? Some little pretzel bites.
Little pretzel bites. Yeah.
Pretzel bites, and then she melted some cheese. And they are good. Look at all these videos you could have made. All these cooking videos. That's 4 videos.
You just listed it.
We could be doing dailies and blow this channel up.
Y'all are going to be like Carbo Fest. Hopefully nobody's on keto or anything.
Looks like somebody did something stupid. He got deleted.
Yeah, they're being stupid.
Being stupid. I should send you a link to the air fryer group. It's so awesome up at the cabin. Yeah, dude, send it to us. If you put combos facing inwards and outwards on the casting, you can squeeze all rods on there instead of facing one way. Gotcha. How do I have mine now?
Like that.
I've not used a Crocodigator. I've heard a lot of guys like that, though. Let's see. Are you still getting the crest line or just trying to make sure I'm up to speed? I missed last week. How long has he been on here? 8:23. What time is it?
It is 8:34.
So you probably didn't hear none of the talk we talked about originally. You guys know the 189 is what I want. Crestliner 189. I talked to Crestliner and Lewis Boats, I don't know, maybe a few weeks ago, a month ago, and they didn't seem to think there'd be a problem with the 50 horsepower on that boat. And now talking to him last week on Friday, I believe it was, he does seem a little concerned if I have somebody else with the boat with me. So I'm going to go down there tomorrow, look at the 89 and the 179. Hopefully we can figure a way to make that 50 work on that boat. If not, I may have to go to the 179. I don't know. But yeah, I'm still liking the Crestliners. Worst case, the other one I like besides that would be a Ranger. And the max rating's a little bit lower on that one in the 18-footer. So we'll just have to see tomorrow. But the boat I want right now is the Crestliner 189. So I'm just hoping that it just works out and we can get her done. Thank you, Miss TJ. She loves her Instant Pot. Oh, you got an Instant Pot too, don't you?
Mm-hmm. I love it too. It's awesome.
Yep. 115 max on the Alumacraft, and I believe that is the same on the Ranger. So if the Crestliner doesn't work out, the 189, I guess I can look into the Alumacraft as well. That's the only thing that I want. Maybe I get a Alumacraft much faster, just because I know the Crestliner, they said 6 to 8 weeks, maybe minus 2 weeks one way or the other. So maybe 6 weeks, maybe a month. I don't know. So I'm not digging that either. Maybe the Alumacraft would have one ready. I don't know. We'll have to see. But I really do want that Crestliner first, though. No problem, Aaron. Went to Academy today and got an SLX for $90. Good deal. Not bad. I believe it's $100. You guys can actually order that reel. I got that reel from TackleFreaks. It was not given to me. I paid for that reel. But I've become friends with those guys now, and there's a code in that video. If you use TJ81, you will get 10% off. It's only good for that reel, but you can also get it there. But yeah, $90 is good. I believe retail, like I said, was $100, but it's a good reel. The day is always great after church. That starts my week on the right foot. SNL ends the day on a positive. That's cool, dude. Always appreciate you seeing you, man. Appreciate you tuning in. You're after the line guides and Rapid, man. Yeah, I got a lot of videos on those. They're awesome. See, Ed's older daughter, 2 years old, literally falls asleep saying "shush" when she sees y'all are fluke. Oh, that's awesome. Take it from Jason Christie and throw 20 on spinnerbait and be high and throw 20 on chatterbait. I like 16 sniper on square bills. The other is 7 weeks, so she basically says squat. Hey TJ, I got an eye that broke off the middle of one of my rods. Any advice on fixing it? It's third eye from the tip. I've never done that, to be honest, buddy. I do believe Bass Geek, I think he just did a video on that. You may want to check that out. That, or I'm sure you just YouTube it. I'm sure there's other videos on that, but I personally have only fixed tips. But those are easy. Just heat them up with a lighter, slide it off, and slide the other one on. Basically, I mean, you can, I've seen guys take glue sticks and they heat the tip up, and then they just put the glue stick on there, or heat the glue stick on there and just wipe it on the tip. I personally put it in a glue gun, and we ran strips of it on our countertop, and then we cut pieces of that off, put it in the tip, heated the tip up. When it started to bubble up, we pushed it on the rod tip. That's how I do the tips. But as far as doing a guide, again, I've never done one of those. And like I said, Bass Geek did just do one of those not too long ago. So check that guy out. Can you give me a shout out on Instagram at Daniel Lackford? There you go, dude. There's your shout out, man. Go check him out. And Daniel, if I'm not following you over there, hit me up on Instagram. Remind me, and I'll give you a follow. Do you think you'll ever get to Florida to fish? You know,
we're working on it.
Yeah. See, her mom always wants to take us there to Florida and fish. But I love Branson so much, we never make it to Florida.
I think we should go both places.
I'd rather go, instead of going on the beach, I'd rather go hiking or something like that.
Doc is going to take
one of the big forests, go see like those huge trees and things. That's the stuff I want to do. I don't really want to go bake in the sun on a beach.
Why not? Doc will take him in the boat.
How many bags does the KVD bag holder hold? I have not used them yet, bud. They're actually, can't see them over there on the shelf, but there's some reviews on those as well that I looked at. I do believe the KVD speed bag, the bigger one, it says 40 bags, but the video that I watched on that, I think it wouldn't even hold like 16 bags of the clamshell packaging. So, but I'm going to be loading those up here soon whenever I get a boat. So we'll be doing some videos on that stuff as soon as I get the boat loaded up. But that is what I plan to use this year. But yeah, I do believe the smaller one's supposed to hold 20. The bigger one is supposed to hold 40. But it's from the videos that I've seen, yeah, they won't hold near half of what they say. Maybe if you're going to put in there some worms that are real thin, something like that. But yeah, all the clamshell packaging bags, they take up a lot of room. I just bought a couple of KVD speed bags. I like them so far. Probably going to get some more. Hey, guys, Karl's carries those too. You guys may not know that. Head over to Karl's. Free 30-day trial. Oh, James asking, where can you get them? Pick them up at Karl's, man. How about them Chiefs? Hey, I really don't watch football. Bella. Her name's Bella. Bella, you're the star of the show. I've done the swing set fishing challenge with my kid or with my girls when they were younger. That's what you got to do. See you later, man. Dad told me to go to bed, so I will catch you on the next video. All right, Daniel. Appreciate it, bud. Amen, Jim. That's the way, buddy. If you're taking your kids fishing, it's got to be designed for them, and they'll remember it forever. I know I did. That's cool, dude. Appreciate the comment, buddy. Remember, guys, if you have not checked out Full Armor Bassin, check him out. That's a good dude right there. Had the little spotted jigs made at the tackle warehouse. Soon interested in trying them. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure, dude. I want to say they have, but I'm not really sure. Picasso brought them out not too long ago. They could be there. Do you get into tackle making? No, I really don't, dude. I don't have time for that. I'd like to, but I don't have time. We have the Ninja Foodie with air fryer. My wife used it. Yeah, dude, they recommended the Ninja to us too, I believe, didn't they? Mm-hmm. Which one did we go with?
We went with the Power XL.
Power XL, yeah.
Just because it had a bigger.
I think it was a 7 quart or something.
Yeah, it was like 7 quarts.
For as much as she eats, we had to get the biggest one, you know.
I know. Like a grown man over here.
I wish most fishing YouTubers would go back to the basic and not all this weird stuff. Good job, TJ, for not switching up on us. No problem, buddy. Yeah, I keep it real with you guys. You're not going to see too many Barbie rod challenges on this channel. I'm not going to have my wife go pick my baits for me. Next upload, TJ went walking into Walmart picking the cheapest bait versus most expensive bait. Nah, you won't see that, buddy. All right, John, appreciate it, buddy. Go to Colorado, TJ, or Glacier National Park if you haven't. That'd be awesome, dude. That's where I want to go. Not on the beach. I mean, I bake in the sun all year. I want to go do it on vacation as well. I come visit, or could come out to Mass where we got hiking beaches and fresh water. Some of the best striper fishing in the country. Cape Cod has it all. There we go. All right, David. KVD speed bags will hold what they say if you're putting bags of plastic in there. If you're putting clamshell packages, they won't. A lot of things, though, that sucks these days do come in the clamshell, so. TJ falls through the ice video. That'll never happen. Yeah, I'll never ice fish. I'm too big for that. Best bang for your buck net. You guys know I use the Ego nets, but I don't know if those are the best bang for your buck. They're around $100. The very first net I bought was that Bass Pro, just like an XPS. I think it was like a Bill Dance net. I think it was right around $50 or so. But I would get something like that that's rubber. That way you don't have an issue with your hooks getting tangled in it. The Ego ones that I have, a couple of them are rubber, and the other one is like PVC coated. And like I said, your hooks don't get snagged in that. Too bad. Three big names left. Shimano, Loomis this weekend for Daiwa. Looks like they got smart. Miss TJ, what's your favorite type of fishing?
I like my chopper's worm. So what would that just be?
Texas rig, yeah.
The jigs. I like to throw a jig. What is that little thing that was? It was in a mystery tackle box.
The popper. You like the Z-Man popping shed.
That thing is awesome.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Great. Was the top water?
Yeah, top water popper.
Top water bite. That was awesome. I
Yeah.
kicked his butt.
Yeah, there's a few videos on that where she whipped me pretty good. All right, then, Horace. Appreciate it, buddy. What soft plastic brand do you avoid? I'd say I probably don't use a ton of Z-Man just because of the type of plastic where you can't mix it and all that kind of stuff. But I still have some of it. I just don't. I usually don't buy a lot of it. But I mean, good stuff. But other than that, I can't really say I really avoid anything really. All righty, we are caught up, hour and 45 minutes in. So let's go ahead and do the Super Chat winner. We'll go ahead and announce the winner for the Super Chat, and then we will call it a night. Guys, it was an awesome chat, hour and 45 minutes. We still have 100 people on in about 2 hours, so that's awesome. Again, we do these every single Sunday. I try to get out 2 videos for you guys a week, Tuesday, Thursday. I did move my time to 4 o'clock Central Standard Time, so if you guys are wondering why the videos are late, we did move them to 4 to see if they do a little bit better. But again, hopefully I get a video out to you guys Tuesday and Thursday this week, and then we'll see you guys again next week on Sunday Live. But right now we're going to see who wins the baits. And we just use a random number generator. She's counting them right now. And if it says, if there's 20 people, if it says number 5 or whatever, we count from the first one up, number 5, and that is the winner. So that's how we do this. You will need to message me, Instagram, Facebook, or email, which is in the description, with your shipping info so I can get these baits out to you hopefully tomorrow. Air fryer treated grilled cheese using non-breaded cheese curds. You need to do the end of the year blooper video each year. That would be a good idea. There's plenty of those. Plenty of bloopers. You erase pretty much all the footage on just because we don't have a whole lot of room on the computer.
Yeah.
All right, Enrique. Another great SNL. Thank you for spending your Sunday evening entertaining and educating. No problem, buddy. Appreciate you guys tuning in. If you guys didn't tune in, there will be no SNL, so appreciate it. All right, Rod. See you, buddy. Air fry some hot dogs. That could be good. Didn't think of that.
Could be.
Best bang for your buck scale. You guys know I like the Connect scale, but I wouldn't say that's the best bang for your buck. That's right around 60, 70 bucks. If you guys are on a budget, you're probably going to want something cheaper. I'm trying to think what I've used. The PC Fun scale that I used for a little while, that was an excellent scale as well. I think that was right around 40 bucks or so. I've used Berkeley scales, which are getting around 40 bucks. I'd say a real popular one is that Rapala. It's got a little gripper on there. I think that's right around 40 as well. I tell you what, that one I believe is on the Cal Coast Fishing website, and you guys can use my code TJ81 to get 15% off over there. And you can also get 15% off. Is it 15% off for Connect Scale? Use the code TJ81. Anyway, links are, I always forget the links. They're down in the description, so definitely check that stuff out.
Winner is up.
And I was cutting off OCJ. I didn't see that there. Make sure you guys check them out before you guys leave. OCJdeals.com, link down in the description. And she said the winner is up. And it is Joe Hoskins. You are tonight's Super Chat winner. Joe, are you live? Did you see it, bud? That would be cool if you were. If you didn't, we will put that comment in the comment section when the video is processed. We have a few more comments on here.
I'll answer Chase. Yes, because I also organize that. So
Where are we at?
your
Chase.
closet is, if your closet is as organized as your tackle. I color coord it. I'm just as crazy and OCD as he is.
How organized is he with his closet? Yeah. Yeah, I get that to her. She does all my clothes. Good night, Ed, Doug, Ed, Will. Another great show. Hope everything goes good at the boat. Yeah, I'll let you guys know tomorrow what's going on. I'll put a post on community or Instagram or Facebook. Like I said, hopefully I'll do a little recording there tomorrow as well. Put a cam on this TJ81 while fishing. We'll do that this season for sure. Did, what's his name? Joe, is he on here?
I haven't seen him. He must have got off.
No problem, Adam. I'm sure I'll be texting you, buddy. Appreciate you tuning in. All right, Josh. Spinnerbait box, Todd. The spinnerbait box that I use is it's an old Bill Dance Plano box, which is discontinued. So I do have a video on that as well, but again, it's discontinued. Upstate, good seeing you on, buddy. All right, Tom, appreciate it, buddy. Good night. Todd, no problem. And guys, we're going to call it a night. Again, we'll go ahead and leave the winner down in the comments when the video is processed because I believe he got off. So, and guys, have a good night. We will see you guys on Tuesday, Thursday, and next Sunday live. Take care, guys.
See ya.